After dropping a close Game 1 to the Lakers in the 1991 NBA Finals, Michael Jordan bounced back in Game 2 with one of the most efficient performances in Finals history. He started by getting his teammates involved, dishing out 13 assists before taking over as a scorer. The result was a masterclass in efficiency, capped by his legendary mid-air hand-switch layup. Here's the full highlight.
An early June night in the Windy City, the view from outside Chicago Stadium, home of Michael Jordan and his Bulls. Their opponents in the finals arrived an hour and 45 minutes prior to the tip, led by Game 1 hero Sam Perkins and their other series headliner Magic Johnson. A minute or so later, Jordan stepped out of his car, hoping for a second chance to send the stadium fans into basketball ecstasy. The Chicago faithful will fill this stadium for the 190th consecutive time. It is, no doubt, the most important game of that sellout streak.
What a pass from Jordan. And Grant has tied it at 6. Pippen off the steal. Fortunate that he was not called for the turnover. And Cartwright has cut the Laker lead to 9-8. Jordan backing Scott. Yes. Thompson steps out on a switch, and Grant able to take the pass from Jordan. Good look by Worthy, but Jordan over for the block. Cartwright from Jordan. Pippen had the mismatch. Found Jordan open. Here's Michael. And that is only his second field goal. Here's Jordan over Scott. Michael Jordan, a quiet first half by design, looking to get others involved. Now Michael looking to break out. And he has. Jordan. Well, Byron Scott did a nice job in preventing that hard dribble move to the right. But Michael still able to go glass to score. Again, a nice lead from Jordan. Michael Jordan, yes. He has 12. Jordan with the step and the bucket.
It's at least 3-4 times that Magic's turned to the official in the last 6 or 7 minutes of play.
Michael Jordan. 5.5 left in the third. Jordan off the double fake. Paxson. Yes. Jordan over Scott. Yes. Michael Jordan on fire. 18 points. He's hit his last 8. Here's Jordan. Yes. And it counts.
We talk about the last 3 or 4 minutes of a game. The ball goes in Michael Jordan's hands. Well, so far this half, Phil Jackson has put it in his hands the entire third quarter.
Jordan playing with 4 personal fouls. Paxson again. Make it 8 for 8 for John Paxson. Jordan again. He has 24. Half minute to go in the third. Jordan finding Pippen. It's the Bulls 86 and the Lakers 69. Michael Jordan. Yes. Make it 12 for 14. 26 points. He's hit his last 11. And here's Jordan going for 12. He's got it. 12 straight field goals from Michael Jordan. Pippen on the alley-oop. Yes. Here's Jordan giving it up. Pippen. Yes. Oh, they are unconscious. The look away to Livingston. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. And a timeout has been called.
Looks like Michael Jordan's trying to find a way to miss his shot. Instead of taking the easy one, he tries to make it hard and still comes up. He's saying to the fans, I love it.
Jordan. Yes.
Their defense was very, very good in Game 1. It's been even better in Game 2. Tenacious, aggressive, the entire evening.
And that will wrap it as Stacey King unleashes. The Chicago Bulls have tied the series at 1-1.
Game 5 of the 1991 Finals was the title-clinching moment for Chicago. After taking 3 straight wins, Jordan led the way with 30 points, 10 assists, and 4 steals, securing his first NBA championship and Finals MVP. It marked the peak of his climb to greatness.
The foreign crowd into it here at the start. They have had their ups and downs in the cheering department during the final. Lakers control the tip. Teagle could not handle that pass. And here comes Jordan. Michael Jordan with a gorgeous move. The Bulls have a 3-on-2. Nice look away from Jordan to set up Grant. And the Lakers lead 13-11. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Jordan off the steal. Back come the Bulls. Lakers lead at 23-21. Here's Jordan. A gorgeous move again by Michael Jordan, going at Vlade Divac's strong and then able to lay it home softly. Jordan off the steal.
Again, we hate to keep saying it, but that's part of the problem when you have a 7-footer, 6'11" guy trying to bring it up the floor.
Here's Jordan. Michael is now 5 for 8. Jordan to the reverse. So Michael able to answer. And Magic looking to push it down court. Here's Green, stripped by Jordan. Pippen with Perkins back. Jordan, yes. 18 for Jordan. Here is Pippen. Scottie Pippen has 23, and the Bulls lead 75-72.
There's that weak side attack as Jordan takes the lob off the back pick play and slams it down.
20 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Jordan. Oh, what a move by Michael Jordan. Going to the left hand and able to squeeze through to give the Bulls a 2-point lead. Michael Jordan, yes. 7:40 remaining in the fourth. Now Campbell on Jordan. Went to the fadeaway. What a move by Michael Jordan. Paxson open again. John Paxson continues to provide the crushing shots. Jordan with the crossover and the bucket. The Lakers desperately trying to bring it back to Chicago for a Game 6. Paxson, yes! John Paxson again. And the Bulls beginning to celebrate. Michael Jordan with 30 points. The Bulls lead by 7. Final seconds, Magic's 3-point attempt blocked. Pippen comes away with it. And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship. And Michael Jordan has answered a couple of questions. There have been doubters over the years whether a team led by Jordan could win a championship, and it is so rare for a team that has a scoring champion to go the distance.
Anyone who ever questioned whether Michael Jordan was willing to give up and sacrifice for a championship was completely wrong. It was a case that Jordan is such a great winner, such a great competitor, and wanted so badly. In the early stages, he took maybe too much upon himself, but only trying to win because he knew the supporting cast had not developed yet. But once they stepped up their level of play, the Pippen moving to a new level, Cartwright doing the job in the middle, Paxson knocking out the open shots, and then Grant blossoming into the player he did, then Jordan was willing to spread the wealth around.
Michael, what does it mean to you?
It means so much. I mean, not just for me, but for the team, for the whole city. It's been a 7-year struggle. I mean, when I first got into Chicago, we started at the bottom, and every year we just worked harder and harder until we got to it. And it's so gratifying. I'm appreciated so long in my life. For my family, for my kids, everything. It's the most proud day I've ever had.
We read that when they broached the subject of the "I'm going to Disney World" commercial to you, you said only if all my teammates are involved.
Yeah, I wanted that to happen, for them. They deserve it. Whatever I get, whatever financial situation I get from that, I'm gonna spread it amongst the team. I didn't want it. I want the team to have it. I want everybody to prosper from this whole event. It took a team to get to this point.
Is there a sense of completeness and fulfillment for you now that might not have been there for all your other achievements before?
Well, I wanted to get here. If I never got here, I would never have been disappointed about my career. But it caps it off. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the city. I'm just happy that I was able to be a part of history in the city of Chicago.
Is there a feeling of a passing of the torch Magic Johnson to you, and did you have any words with him toward the end of the game?
Well, I know we expressed our love for each other and the love of competition. He thanked me. He certainly was very glad for me. But passing the torch, I mean, the NBA has got so many players that represents them, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And I think besides myself, David Robinson, Charles Barkley, all these other guys, he's going to carry the label of the NBA from now on, and I'm just glad I'm a part of it.
In Game 1 of the 1992 NBA Finals, Jordan went up against the Portland Trail Blazers and their star Clyde Drexler, determined to make a statement in his matchup with Drexler. He erupted for 35 points in the first half, knocking down a finals record, 6 three-pointers, and delivering the iconic shrug toward the broadcast table. He ended the night with 39 points and 11 assists, setting the tone for the rest of the series.
Jordan. Portland 9, Chicago 6. Jordan again from three-point land. Now Jordan posting up. Goes to the fadeaway, to the foul, it counts. Drexler picking up his first. There's Pippen, setting up Jordan, wide open for another three. Blazers get back, Pippen back for Jordan again for three. Michael Jordan, that time he passed it up and hits the two. Jordan eluding Robinson, yes, 18 from Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, after getting a considerable rest, has returned. The same for Clyde Drexler, and they match up once again. Here's Jordan to the fadeaway. Jordan for three. Well, Michael has gone to a new weapon. That's his fourth three-point field goal. That's Jordan with the steal, eluding Ainge. Yes, Bulls lead 54-47. Drexler went for the steal, and it's Jordan again. Jordan for three, yes! That is an NBA Finals record. Here's Jordan for three, yes! Did you see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it.
He feels it. There's nothing else you can say other than the man feels it and lets us know. Oh, here's a three again. You know, and just let us know that, hey, I'm feeling good. It's my game.
Pippen off the break. What a recovery by Pippen, because the ball was knocked away, but Pippen was able to get it back. Michael Jordan with his first field goal of the third quarter. He now has 37.
Going back to Magic's inside statement, there's only certain ways you can stop a run and stop the clock. One way is if you get fouled, you go to the free throw line and stop the run.
Michael Jordan off a set play on the inbound. And Pippen puts it down. The only consolation, it's a 33-point differential, which is 2 points shy of the largest margin of victory in an NBA Finals game.
Game 6 of the 1992 Finals was a must-win for Portland, but Jordan had other plans. After trailing by 15 in the fourth quarter, the Bulls rallied to comeback, with MJ scoring 33 points with 4 assists and 4 steals. The Bulls clinched their second straight title, and Jordan claimed another Finals MVP.
The officials, N.T. Rush, Mike Mathis, and Hugh Evans. Ron Percy and Horace Grant on the opening tip, and John Paxson controls for the Bulls.
We want to look early to see if there are any unusual matchups taking place defensively for Portland.
Percy played by Pippen, gets Drexler, and it's rejected by Jordan. Michael Jordan with the rejection. He had some help from Cartwright. Jordan slicing through, and he drew the foul. He was met by Duckworth, and he put the move on him. Robinson. And the rebound handled by Williams. Paxson for three. Portland 12, Chicago 11. Jordan posting up Drexler. played him well. Jordan passed on the three. Finds Grant. Oh, what a play by Horace Grant. And he's tied the game at 15. Jordan. And that is his first field goal. Brown trying to get the Bulls back into it. Jordan drew the foul. It's a chant we have not heard during the playoffs. Let's go Bulls. Porter giving the three. Terry Porter with a three-pointer. Portland so successful during the course of the regular season and the earlier rounds of the playoffs from three-point land, but they have had a horrendous time of it in this series. Today, though, they've hit 2 of 3 from downtown. Michael Jordan has 8 points, and the Blazers now lead 46-34. And the Bulls reset it. Shot clock at 5. Pippen checking the clock. Pippen off the spin. Rebound Williams. Williams again, and he pops it out. Jordan for 3. Now from three-point range. Rebounded by Grant. 3 on 2. It's Pippen kicking it out to Paxson. Rebounded by Pippen. Now Jordan for 3. Yes! Guarding Jordan. Porter trying to draw the offensive foul. 16 for Jordan. Now Jordan is fouled. It counts, and the foul called on Porter.
Jordan knows he can get a good look over Porter. Porter tries to body him out, and then just the touch on the turn is where the whistle is called.
Portland by 12. Armstrong with his first field goal. Blazers by 15. Jordan to the spin. And Percy felt that there showed an offensive foul on Jordan. Shot clock at 8. Drexler playing with 4. Here's Jordan. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan. Yes! The game is tied at 87. The backdoor pass picked off on the deflection. Jordan with the steal. The first time Chicago has led since the opening minutes when they had a 4-2 lead. Drexler playing with 4. Shot clock at 3. Yes! Bulls with the ball and a 2-point lead.
You don't foul, man. You dig in and get a stop.
Here's Jordan. The Bulls 95, the Blazers 91. Drexler for 3. Kept alive by Percy. And the foul is called. It's on Pippen. Chicago over the limit. It's a 2-point Chicago lead. Pressure by the Blazers. Drexler playing with 5 fouls, going for the steal against Jordan. Now Jordan met by Porter. There's a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And now the foul given by Porter. 4-point Chicago lead. Drexler was checking, thought there might have been a timeout remaining. Here's Percy for 3. Paxson with the rebound. Time running down. The Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the 2nd straight season.
After grabbing home court advantage in Game 1 of the 1993 NBA Finals with 31 points against his good friend Charles Barkley, MJ followed it up in Game 2 with a dominant showing. He scored 42 points, pulled down 12 rebounds, and handed out 9 assists, coming just short of a triple-double. The Bulls took a 2-0 series lead in Phoenix.
The officials, Jake O'Donnell, Jack Madden, and Joey Crawford. And we're ready for game number 2 of this best of 7. Battled away by Jordan and scooped up by Pippen, leading to the fast break. Jordan, yes, and the game is tied at 2. The Suns and the Bulls are tied at 2. Oh, beautiful alley-oop for Scottie Pippen, a look-away thrown by Michael Jordan. Jordan looks like Michael wants to get to it early offensively. He's come out shooting. Jordan for 3. Yes, Michael Jordan. Second quarter gets underway. Michael Jordan gives it up to B.J. Armstrong. And the Bulls now lead 30-29. Game is tied at 31. Michael Jordan with 9 points, and the Bulls lead by 2. Michael Jordan with a sweet stroke. Again, Jordan facing a double team as Miller comes over to help and leaves Scott Williams open, and he takes it to the hole. 6 points for Williams. Pippen broke it up. Nobody back for the Suns. It's Jordan all the way. Bulls now lead by 4. Just under 6 minutes remaining first half. Here's Jordan. Oh, what a pass for Horace Grant.
You talk about beautiful, unselfish basketball. There's give and go. Pass, cut to the basket, get it back, and then either score or give it off to a teammate. Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
Jordan. The Bulls lead 47-39. Jordan on the recovery. Now that's one you rarely see. The pass was slightly off, but he was still able to get it and was able to convert.
Well, that's why he's so great. That's why he can do things that no other player can do.
Last time out, Ahmad overheard Phil Jackson telling the Bulls they like the tempo, they feel they're in control as Michael Jordan tips it in.
Jordan chased by Chambers and Marley. They continue the double up. Shot clock at 1. King gets inside. Horace Grant with the rebound and pops it back out. Here's Jordan for 3. Yes. So Michael Jordan with his second three-pointer. He has 24. Jordan with the spin gives it back. Grant. Nice touch by Horace Grant. Jordan. Yes. And they do answer. Bulls have hit 6 of the last 7. What a pass. Jordan for Grant. The Bulls by 10. Jordan. So Michael Jordan to the floater. They give Chicago a 3-point lead. Barkley wants to stay in. He is hurting. The reverse. Michael Jordan has 30. The Bulls now lead 87-82. Jordan. Michael has 32 points. Michael Jordan. He's getting good looks. Ainge for 3. Barkley missed the tip. And Armstrong gets to it.
You see gang rebounding by Chicago. Everybody tries to help out.
And Jordan able to finish it off. And the foul. Jordan to the fadeaway. Michael Jordan with another big shot. He has 38 points.
But Marv, I can't believe his elevation still that high at this point in the game. The man should be tired, but he elevated even higher to get that shot off.
Following the series of fakes, Michael Jordan makes it 40 points. So the Bulls make it 2-0 and will count to 3-pointer. The basket counts. So the final score as Danny Ainge converts again from downtown. The Bulls 111, the Suns 108. Charles Barkley 42 points, 13 rebounds. Michael Jordan 42 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Following a grueling triple overtime loss in Game 3 of the 1993 NBA Finals, the GOAT answered back with a career-high 55 points in Game 4, the second most ever in a finals game. He also grabbed 8 rebounds and handed out 4 assists, pushing the Bulls to within 1 win of another championship.
Welcome back to Chicago on a 74-degree night in the Windy City. The road team 10 up and 5 down in the last 15 NBA Finals games. That includes all 3 games this series, so the home court has not exactly been an advantage. Phoenix 6 and Chicago 2. Michael Jordan hitting on his first attempt. The Suns want to make it a game 6 back in Phoenix on Sunday. Michael Jordan is 2 of 3. Jordan, yes. Bulls have hit their last 7 straight as Michael Jordan makes it 4 for 7 for 9 points. Bulls have led by as many as 7. Michael Jordan on target. He's 5 out of 8, 11 points. Jordan, yes, and it counts.
What's at stake is a little bit more challenging than what was at stake going through the 82 games. I think that's helped me elevate my game and be more consistent with my play.
And the Bulls now lead 37-35. Here's Jordan. 19 for Jordan.
Well, Westbrook, I would think, feels pretty good. He hasn't had to play KJ on Michael a whole lot here so far, and they're still close enough. If he needs him a lot in the second half, he should be fresh.
Michael Jordan, 10 for 14, 23 points. Jordan with some room. 11 of 16, 27 points. Bulls 0 for the last 6. Michael Jordan has returned and gets right to it. 29 for Jordan. Jordan around Marley. Jordan all the way! Yes! And it counts!
Michael is dangerous when he gets the rebound and he can go across the goal. He's going to dunk on 2 guys.
That has not been one of Charles's forte, shooting from downtown. Michael Jordan, 14 for 20. He has 33 points. Charles Barkley, 6 of 13. Michael Jordan, once again with the extension, once again taking it to the basket. Jordan around Dumas. Yes, and it counts. Jordan for Grant. Oh, beautiful pass. The Bulls lead 79-71 with 4:25 remaining.
The difference between last game for KJ, Kevin Johnson, and this one is he made a couple jumpers early, which got his confidence level up. Right now, he's just 2 for 9 from the floor, not real confident shooting.
Michael Jordan, very confident shooting the ball. Jordan, nice pull-up move by Michael Jordan. Johnson with the ball fake, went all the way. Here comes Jordan. For Michael Jordan. Crossover move for Jordan and finishes with the finger roll plus the foul.
Dan Marley told us when he crosses over right to left, I cannot stay with him. I know it's coming, and there it is, right to left. He gets the step, and then the elevation, and then the finish.
For Jordan, 50 points, 7-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan, yes, and it counts. Michael Jordan, 12 of 17 from the line. Gunning for point number 55. The Bulls lead by 5. So the Chicago Bulls have taken a 3-1 lead on the Phoenix Suns.
In Game 6 of the 1993 Finals, with the Bulls up 3-2 in the series, MJ came through in the clutch, taking control down the stretch. He finished with 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. His late-game brilliance set the stage for John Paxson's series-winning 3 and locked in the Bulls' first three-peat.
Bill Cartwright will jump against Mark West, and the Suns control the opening tip. Michael Jordan on a pull-up. Yes. The Bulls 3. And the Suns, nothing. Jordan for 3, and Michael Jordan has tied the game. Strong on a hesitation dribble. Crowd roaring, they thought he stepped out of bounds. Jordan hits another 3. Ainge has tied the game at 22. Armstrong for 3. B.J. Armstrong hitting on his second three-pointer. Jordan, yes. And Michael Jordan has 10 points. The Bulls 29 and the Suns 26. Jordan from long range, that's a 3. Michael Jordan with his third three-pointer, and the Bulls now lead by 7. And Jordan Gets right back to it. The Bulls lead by 7. Armstrong for 3. B.J. Armstrong hitting on his third three-pointer. Now Jordan posting up. Yes. Michael Jordan, 7 of 12. He has 20 points. Michael Jordan able to use the height advantage with Kevin Johnson in the matchup. Michael Jordan is 9 for 16. He has 24 points. Trent Tucker hits again. 1 3/10 seconds remaining in the quarter. 5:25 remaining in the game. Jordan getting the good look. He has 27. Here is Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan answers. The Bulls 92 and the Suns 91. Here is Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan cuts it to a 2-point Phoenix lead. Ames pitches back to Frank Johnson. Rebounded by Michael Jordan. Now Frank Johnson, not the man that the Suns would have wanted to take that shot, and then Jordan is able to go the distance. Frank Johnson gives it back. Marley, he went short, and it's a 24-second violation. Well, Pippen got the step. Here's Paxson for 3. Yes, the Bulls take a 1-point lead, and Phoenix calls for time with 3 9/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. Johnson gets, no, he could not get it off. Knocked away by Grant. It's all over. The Chicago Bulls have made 3 straight NBA championships. A 3-point shot by John Paxson, the game winner. The Bulls with a record low, only 12 points. In the fourth quarter, that is a NBA Finals record low, but it was enough.
Michael will allow you to speak first on behalf of your teammates.
Well, I think everybody put their effort out there. You know, from Corey Williams to Ed Neal, all the guys that were on the injury reserve. You know, this is a hard-fought three-peat. You know what I mean? It took a lot of work. A lot of times it looked kind of dim, but we stuck in there. We hung together as a team, and you know, this is the reward of what the hard work does for you. I knew Pax was going to make that. I just knew it whenever he got it. It was a great draw in. And, you know, for my part, I just try to do whatever I can. I hope you enjoy it, Bob. It feels good right now.
The 1995-96 season marked MJ's full return to dominance, leading the Bulls to a then NBA record 72-10 regular season. He carried that excellence into the playoffs, but Game 6 of the 1996 NBA Finals stood out above the rest. With the Bulls holding a 3-2 lead, Jordan delivered 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists to secure his 4th championship. The win came on Father's Day, just 3 years after the loss of his father, making the moment especially powerful.
And this crowd much livelier than we saw in games 1 and 2 here in Chicago. The opening tip controlled by the Bulls. Michael Jordan. Oh, he knew on the release. He began to walk back down court. Jordan for Longley. Well, the double team stopped Jordan at the baseline, but he was able to hit Longley with that pass. Leading Jordan. And the Bulls lead 27-21. Rodman trying to draw contact, no call, but Longley got it to Jordan. Here's Jordan. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone by. Third quarter, Jordan for Longley. Yes. The Bulls have a 15-point lead. Here is Jordan kicking it out. Pippen. And the Bulls will have won their 4th title in the final second. The Chicago Bulls have won the 95-96 NBA championship. Make it 4 in 6 years as they defeat the Sonics 87-75. And they are going wild in the Windy City. An emotional moment for Michael Jordan. The tears are flowing. We'll be talking with Michael in just a few moments, and I would think there is a tie-in with his late dad on this Father's Day, 1996.
All right, thanks, Bob. Michael, I know that the first one was sweet, but how much sweeter was this one?
Well, you know, I can't even put it in words. On Father's Day, what it means to me. I know he's watching. To my wife and to my kids, and to my mother, my brothers and sisters. This is for Daddy. I'm very happy for him.
Now, you had said, Michael, that of all the accomplishments that you've made, that this may be the accomplishment. Why?
Well, this goes right up there to having my kids. My kids are the most important things to me, my wife, my family. But next to them, this is going to mean a lot to me because of what it symbolizes, which is my father on Father's Day. It means it means a big deal to me.
Now, you remember just a couple of years ago that early flight to Indiana where it all started. Now, all of a sudden, it looks like this is a culmination.
It's been a long road. You know, it started from scratch. You know, I had a lot of support from my teammates, from my family. I'm just happy for the city of Chicago. I'm sorry I was out for 18 months, but I'm happy I'm back to bring a championship back to Chicago.
I know this is what you're pointing for, but as we look back at the baseball, we were talking the other day that you've almost forgotten about that. Seems like years ago.
I haven't truly forgot it. You know, those minor leaguers meant a lot to me. They really got me back on the road of thinking basketball. They showed me the genuine attitude that you have when you're playing a sport that you truly love. So I give a lot of gratification to the minor league organization, the White Sox organization, for giving me that inspiration. But it's always great to come back and play in Chicago.
All right, Michael, congratulations to you on a great year and way to bring it to an end.
Thank you very much.
The stage was set in Chicago for the opening game of the 1997 NBA Finals, a showdown between the defending champion Bulls and the hungry Utah Jazz, led by Karl Malone and John Stockton. All eyes were on MJ, the league's ultimate closer, as he prepared to face one of his toughest challengers yet. With the United Center buzzing, Jordan stepped onto the court determined to set the tone. What followed was a vintage performance, capped by one of the most iconic finishes in finals history.
Little touch between Jordan and Malone. It was not the Alonzo Mourning treatment. Game one of this best of seven NBA final. Rick Ostertag and Luke Longley on the opening tip, and it is controlled by the Bulls. On his Jordan. So the Jazz up by the score of 4-2. And both clubs having their difficulties at the start. The Jazz with a 4-2 lead. Luke Longley comes off a strong game against Miami. Michael Jordan adding to that percentile. The Jazz 8 and the Bulls 6. Utah 10, Chicago 8. As we come up on 5 minutes to go in the first. Jordan lost it, but got it back to the field. And the Bulls very fortunate. Michael was able to deflect it back. Jordan, yes. Jordan played by the rookie Anderson. Jordan shooting over. Brandon Anderson.
All right, thank you, Mark. During that timeout, Jerry Sloan very happy with the defensive effort of the Utah Jazz. He said offensively, however, you must set and hold your screens and take much better shots. Unhappy with the shot selection. Mark?
Michael Jordan has 12, and the Bulls lead by 1. Brandon Anderson, a second-round draft pick. Utah did not have a number 1. The opening for Scottie Pippen. That's his second field goal. And the Bulls lead now 32-31. Harper waving it off. Now Jordan posting up Hornacek. Going glass. The Jazz 50, the Bulls 49. Carl rarely gets involved with the officials. Only when they're taking it from him. Michael Jordan with a good angle jump shot following up on the Jeff Hornacek. Jordan putting moves on Isley and pops it out. Pippen the three. The open we talked about. Jordan's wide open. It counts into the corner. Isley turned his head and Jordan beat him back door. This season in the second round. Scottie Pippen continues his magnificent performance. 5.5 remaining. Nice pass to Longley. Here comes Malone. Here's Jordan. Yes! Utah needs to play with poise here. Jordan behind the back. sets it up for Longley. The Bulls have taken a 1-point lead. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan has worked his way back in terms of the stroke, and the Bulls lead by 1. Yes! Jazz by 1, 82-81. 15 seconds on the game clock. Stockton setting it up for the three. And along with the recovery, and a foul has been called. Looks like a loose ball foul being indicated by Bill Oates. It's against Chicago. Oh, that's the goal. Rebounded by Jordan. And the Bulls have the timeout with 7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Jazz over the foul limit. We're down to 5. Jordan quick moves on Russell. We're down to 2. Now to 1. Here's Jordan. He's all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer in game 1 of the last 7 on the jump shot by Michael Jordan.
Standard set play, end of game for the Chicago Bulls, and a smart play by Chicago by putting the ball in Jordan's hands where it'd be very difficult to come double team. They took Stockton away. Of course, with Steve Kerr, he had to watch him, and Brian Russell at Michael Jordan's mercy.
Game 5 of the 1997 finals went down in history as the flu game. With the series tied at 2, Jordan fought through intense illness and still delivered an unforgettable performance, scoring 38 points, grabbing 7 rebounds, dishing out 5 assists and adding 3 steals, while stepping up in the clutch to carry the Bulls to a critical win.
Now the big story here tonight, the story concerning Michael Jordan's physical conditions. This Jordan arriving about 2 hours ago. He is suffering from flu-like symptoms. Made his way onto the court just moments ago, and as you see right here, looking a bit shaky. He was up all last night, spent all day in bed, did not eat at all, did not go to the shoot-around earlier today, did not practice, so his status is uncertain. And Jordan trying to slip it, and then took it back and hit. So Michael Jordan, despite visibly shaken by the flu symptoms, connecting from the corner to tie the game at 2. And Michael Jordan able to line drive it home for his second field goal. Jordan being played by Russell. Harper for 3. Yes. Ron Harper from downtown. Chicago just 5-15. Michael Jordan is back, putting the move on Chris Morris. Jordan has 6 points. Terrible pass. Well, John Stockton with a rare mistake. Michael Jordan draws the foul.
Hornacek, back-to-back horrible turnovers for Utah.
And Jordan puts moves on Hornacek. So the Jazz now leading 36-24. Jordan finding Longley. And the Jazz now leading by just 9. Jordan to the crossover. Yes. Not bad for a guy playing with flu symptoms.
But give Utah some credit. They forced him left every single time. Jordan's going to score 30 or 40 points. There's no question about that.
And the steal by Jordan. Putting behind the back on Russell. He turned it around and fed it to Pippen. And tipped home by Jordan. What a play by Michael Jordan.
Well, Chicago is in that mode now. Any mistake made by Utah, long rebound, steal, they are getting out and flying.
Shot clock at 5. Russell lost it.
Ostertag was great. Karl Malone's got the 3 fouls. Has to play very smart here.
Nice pass. Jordan to the cutting Longley. And the Utah lead is down to 2.
Oh, the best job by Luke Longley all series long of moving without the ball.
Chicago down by 2. Jordan got the step. Jordan has tied the game at 63. It is 2-2 right now in this game number 5 as Michael Jordan cuts it to a 5-point Jazz lead. Jordan, yes, the Jazz 77 and the Bulls 71. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan pops it down to Kukoc. Kukoc for 3. Yes. Barr's pass broken up. And Pippen able to come up with it on the deflection. Jordan fires fires for three. Yes. And he's tied the game at 77.
The exchange between Pippen and Jordan. Once, twice, right back. You do it, big guy. Pump fake, freezes the defense. The jumper, net. Then he staggers back to the bench, near exhaustion, ready to fall over. They put the ice bag on his neck. He won't even take the Gatorade.
He doesn't want to waste any energy. No high fives, no lifting water to his mouth. He is exhausted.
A heroic performance by Michael Jordan. Russell on Jordan. Anderson cheating over. Shot clock at 7. Jordan shooting. Yes. Chicago 79 and Utah 77.
It was his burst of speed to get to the position that set it all up, and then he just outweighted Russell facial.
Jordan, yes. The Jazz by 1 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Here's Malone stepping back for the fadeaway. Bad shot that is handled by Pippen. There was plenty of time on the 24.
And Phil Jackson calling for a pick and roll. Obviously, Michael Jordan to be the ball handler.
Down to 50 seconds. Here's Longley with the pick. There's Jordan. Foul. And it's the Jazz 85. The Bulls 84. Jordan, an 83% free throw shooter during the season. And the game is tied at 85. Jordan able to scoop up the loose ball for the possession with 40 seconds remaining. The game tied at 85. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen backing Hornacek. Here's Jordan. Yes! Michael Jordan from straight away. He looks like he's a boxer just hanging on along the ropes, but able to hit for a 3-point Chicago lead.
They post up Scotty, and then for no reason, they double team Scotty down low and leaving Michael Jordan. He knocks down this 3, gives him the huge lead, and then the total exhaustion on the bench. Michael Jordan sucking air, got the back massage from Scottie Pippen.
0.2 of a second remaining. The inbounds, and the Chicago Bulls have defeated the Utah Jazz to take a 3-2 lead. They win it 90-88. A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan.
Facing the Jazz once more in Game 6 of the 1997 NBA Finals at the United Center, MJ delivered another clutch all-around performance to secure the Bulls' 5th championship. Down by 9 early in the 4th, his relentless scoring and leadership fueled a comeback that swung the momentum. With the game tied at 86 in the final moments, Jordan made a signature play after drawing a double team. Here's how it unfolded.
John Stockton controlling the opening tip in Game 6 is underway. Shot clock is down to 4. Harper able to split his way through.
Well, Ron Harper started out the game with what I thought was a bad perimeter shot. Made up for it there. Shot clock winding down, challenging the rim.
Malone with the outside shot, which has not been clicking.
It was that real double clutch, the hitch on the way up that took it out of his rhythm. Nobody can block that shot. Just go ahead and shoot it.
And here's Pippen again. This time, Scottie Pippen going glass, so the Bulls lead by 2. Now Jordan trying to go to work on Russell, and he got it.
Still pretty good defense by Brian Russell, thinking that Michael Jordan wants to penetrate and go to the basket. Backed off a little bit, going to see if he can make some perimeter shots.
And here's Jordan. Yes. And you can see Michael Jordan looking sharp here in the early going. Here's Michael Jordan. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Jordan for 3. Yes. Tough to get a feel on the physical condition of Michael Jordan. He's coming off the flu, very queasy the other day. Jordan trying to put moves on Anderson. And then met by Hornacek providing help. Kukoc for 3. Tony Kukoc hitting from downtown, from deep in the corner. Out of 3. Here's Jordan getting the step and hitting. 0.6 of a second remaining. All Malone and Rodman bumping each other. Joe Crawford on the scene immediately, indicating At least one technical, and then checking it over. Let's see. Utah Jazz trying to become the 7th team in the history of NBA Finals play to come back from a 3-2 deficit. Hopper with the shot clock running down, had it deflected away. It will be Chicago maintaining possession. No one has ever done it, winning games 6 and 7 on the road. Several teams have won game 7 on the road. While the Chicago Bulls are hoping to wrap it up here tonight. And Michael Jordan cuts it to a 5-point Utah lead. Now Jordan posting up and finishes with the fadeaway. So Michael Jordan has 20, and he's picked it up from the second quarter on. It is a 5-point Utah lead.
Karl Malone also getting better. Look, what separates Jordan is great defense, Scottie Pippen, and here comes Jordan.
Jordan putting moves on Stockton. Jordan putting moves on Hornacek, going the distance. The Bulls have missed their last 5 shots and some sloppy pass work. Jordan, yes, he thought he was fouled.
How is that not a foul?
Oh, Jordan scooped it up on the steal. Jordan, yes, and he's tied the game at 76. 31 points for Michael Jordan. Jordan.
You can't just open up the floodgates.
Well, there's no shot blocker in there. The whole weak side defense had their back turned.
Yeah, Birdie, Scottie Pippen, and Sheldon Anderson cannot convert the layup.
That's the second time he's blown the layup, and this time Jordan comes right back. Anderson thought he was fouled. No foul called. Jordan with the spin. Yes! And the Bulls lead by 3, 84-81. Jordan, yes. The Bulls 86 and the Jazz 83.
How you respond to pressure, that's going to determine this game. It's been Jordan huge so far. Now it's Karl Malone's time to battle the MVP.
Well, Hornacek had to save that pass from Malone. Here's Russell for 3. An enormous shot by Brian Russell. He's 5 of 8 from downtown. He's tied the game at 86. All right, Jim, 25 seconds in regulation. Game tied at 86. 4-second differential between the 24-second clock and the game clock. It is Michael Jordan time. Scottie Pippen looking for Michael Jordan. Checks the clock. 5 on the 24. Here's Jordan. Did not have the shot. Kerr does. Seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Jazz take a timeout.
Well, the question was, would they come double Michael Jordan? Stockton game. Steve Kerr, reminiscent of John Paxson in '93.
5 seconds remaining in regulation. The inbound. Pippen rolls it to Kukoc. And the Chicago Bulls have won their 5th championship in the last 7 years. The Bulls have won the title by defeating the Jazz 90-86. It is Bedlam here at the United Center.
Finally, Game 6 of the 1998 Finals stands as one of the greatest clutch performances in NBA history. With the Bulls trailing late, Jordan scored the team's final 4 points, including a steal from Karl Malone and the iconic game-winning jumper over Brian Russell. He finished with 45 points, clinching his 6th championship and capping his Bulls career with a storybook ending.
And a guard, number 23 at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan.
Hornacek is now 18 for 46 in the series. Jordan, there's his first field goal, and the Bulls take a 10-8 lead. Jordan for 3, got it. Jordan with 5, and Chicago with a 7-point lead. Jordan over Russell, tied at 22 with half a minute to play in the period.
All right, Bob, I just found out that they're working on Scottie Pippen in the back, and I've been told that Scottie says he's telling the medical staff that he is not able to play. So that could be the end of it for Scottie tonight. Bob?
Judd Bushler, who may get more minutes as a result, hits the shot from the side. Michael Jordan is also back in. Jordan wheels inside around Anderson, And again, it's a 2-point game. Michael has 10. Jordan, daylight for 3. 13 for Michael. Michael springs free and takes the lob from Kukoc.
Great roll off for Russell. Faked up and spent off him. Kukoc put it right there for the easy lay-in for Jordan.
Jordan for 3. And there's his answer.
I think that's his third 3 of the game, Bob. And going into this game, Kukoc and Pippen were a combined 4 for 23 from 3 at the Delta Center in the first 2 games.
Here's Michael. He's got 21.
I'm watching Jordan, and he's in such a nice rhythm offensively. Everything is coming very easy to him.
Let's watch the Michael Jordan possession that he scored on. Brian Russell, as he cuts, is going to give him a shot. Michael doesn't like it. Michael delivers a blow right there. So Russell pushes him back, and he catches it. Now you got an angry Michael Jordan. He squares up and buries the shot. So the referees let both of them get a blow in, and Michael finished with a jump shot.
Jordan's the guy they want, even more so than usual, and that's why. 15 of his 23 have come in this quarter. Jordan pulls up and connects. 25 for MJ. Here's Pippen. The bad back makes Hornacek's assignment on him a whole lot easier. Left alone, he doesn't take the 3. Michael, fade away.
See, if I'm Hornacek, I make Pippen make one of those shots. He's really rushing out to close out on him.
Michael takes him baseline, draws the contact and the foul. Michael, confronted by Carr after he blew by Morris, and Jordan will come to the line.
I think with Michael Jordan, he's smart enough to rest on defense and try to conserve his energy for offense.
Here he is on offense, and he'll be coming to the foul line just as the 4th quarter starts, but even those poundings take something out of him, right, as he goes to the basket.
Jordan is the one individual that I've seen in this game since I've played that can carry his team in the 4th quarter, even when he's fatigued.
Jordan against Anderson. He's still Michael Jordan. Jordan back in, takes the pass from Pippen. Russell is on him. He gets by him. Now Carr comes over and commits the foul.
You see, they're so conscious of Michael Jordan coming off the screen.
Jordan with the jumper. And with 37 points, as Utah falls behind now for the first time since midway through the 2nd quarter. Stockton for 3! That would have been a dagger in Chicago's heart. Instead, they can tie it or take the lead with a 3 of their own. Jordan. And a blocking foul. Stockton is down on the floor. Jordan's going to come to the line at Stockton's 4th. Jordan ties it. Maybe the 20-second timeout was, as much as anything, just to give him a breather to gather himself for the crucial free throws. Malone. Cross-court Stockton, a 3! It's there! Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell. Brings them to within 1.
They scored within 4 seconds there. That's how quickly that changes now. Now it puts the pressure on the Jazz to score once again.
Jordan with 43. Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running on fumes with 45 points.
This was really the play that hurt Isaiah because they scored so quickly. Michael got in there and scored within 4 seconds. And what happened was Michael doubled back. You're going to see he's in the play. Look where Hornacek is setting the screen. Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
That may have been, who knows what will unfold in the next several months, but that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Watch Jordan's left hand here as he gives Russell the push. The referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look. The greatest thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it? Stockton, Harper's on him. Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat. When you lose by this narrow a margin, speaking of the Utah Jazz, there are so many things to look back on. But the Howard Isley 3 that was taken away in the first half will eat at them all summer long.